Politics is a touchy subject. I really don't want to get into it because my character traits really do not care about it. I do, however, pay attention. I'm going to pay attention. I think anyone would and should pay attention, regardless of who you believe in, whatever you're believing in. You should pay attention because it's going to affect us eventually. So off of politics again, as I said, I want to keep this all about character traits. So no more lives. Well, I will do lives, and I will announce when I do a live, and it'll probably be like on a weekend, and I'm going to turn my comments on. I don't want to do live just yet because of the fact that I don't know what I'm doing yet, you guys. I have no clue. Like, I've never thought I needed social media, so why would I ever get into it? And now I'm seeing I'm a hustler. I should have been realizing that, social media was going to be crazy, but I never really realized it until now with my book. So another thing I'm learning right now is funnels. When I first got on Instagram, I looked up all kinds of how to make your social media big and relevant. And look at me now. So I've been researching funnels now for about 6 months. And today was the very first time that I will say I watched a funnel and I realized what funnels were. Every other one was like, oh yeah, give me this money and I'm going to teach you and we'll see if you're worth it. And of course, always my money's worth it. So all of them are going to think so. But I'm not one who pays anything over $10. Like, I bought a book from this lady who's a funnel queen, who I got to give her props, and I will on some other post later. But she told me what I needed to know, and I'm a hustler. I'll do it myself. If any of y'all want to know about funneling, I realized I have funnels already open, and I have not even used them. I just started advertising through the webpage Dorrance Publishing gave me. When my book came out in 2017, December 2017, they gave me my own webpage. I never knew what it was for. Now I do. And I could use that as a funnel. So everything that I do, I'm going to talk to you guys about. So as I'm doing it, if you're following me, you're going to learn a lot because I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing, my successes, my weaknesses, my strengths, like I'm saying right now with this YouTube thing. It's all about character traits. I will get a lot of followers on YouTube because I will put content out there that is necessary for all of you guys to listen to. These character traits are very serious. We all have character traits around us that we wish we didn't have. And why is that? Because they're our family members. We all have an uncle who is a boundary breaker. And he may drink a little bit too much beer and hugs you a little too close to his nasty breath of beer. And he just wants to hug you. And that may be all it is. But that is a boundary breaker. Your uncle gets drunk and he likes to hug you even when he gets drunk. That's not a bad thing, but it is a boundary breaker because even if you're drinking, you should know your limits first off, but you should know it's not appropriate to force yourself onto someone just because you're feeling that way because you're intoxicated. So, I mean, everybody has character traits around them. There's some that go out and people trash on them all day, and then they go to work and they get trashed even more at work. And so they come home, and who do they got to trash? Their family, their brothers, their sisters. And if they have husbands and wives, it's their husbands, or God forbid, their kids. We all have these character traits. My book, you all need to get it. My book, Emotional Hustler, it's telling you my secrets, what I did, and how I'm telling you them from the predator side and the victim side, because not only was I a victim, I was a predator. I used all that I was taught by my predator emotionally hustling to emotional hustle men. And some men didn't deserve it. Some would have gave me dances. I just wanted more. So what did I do? I emotionally played with their heads so that I could get that extra 100. And then they left feeling satisfied just for a little bit because I was a damn succubus inside the strip clubs, and I drained all your energy along with your pockets. Left you feeling confused. So I know what I'm talking about. Everybody does this now. This is not just me telling on myself. This is me saying, hello, I see it. I know you see it too. And that's the crazy thing. We don't talk about it. We all see it. We all see it. But we just blow it off. Some of us, like me, if someone treats me bad, I don't play tit for tat with them. I'll just leave them alone because I know my worth. I know who I am inside, and I know where I'm headed. And if you're not willing to be a participant in my life, I don't care. I'm not going to be too hurt over it. I'm going to get over it because you know what? A lot of people in life are going to come and go. Nobody is permanent. Not even your own kids. Okay? I love my mom. I'll say that right now. I will write a book about my mom. And I just recently told my mom I will write a book about you, but I'm not going to do it until after she's gone. Not because I'm going to write anything bad. No, I love my mom. I love my mom as a woman, which is what I had to realize. My mom didn't get the book like me. I didn't get the book on how to raise a child. My mom didn't get a book on how to raise all her kids. She did the best she could before counseling herself. Me and her have had talks about it. Yes, I was sexually molested as a child, but my mom was abused worse than me because not only did he have to cover his tracks with me, he had to cover his tracks with my older sister. He had to cover his tracks with anything else that he was going through, and he had to do it with her, which is a different mind manipulation that no one can understand unless you are in that position, in love with someone who's completely lying to you and making you feel like everything is true and it's really not. Oh, we got mail. So the one thing that I hope I get out of all of this with YouTube, with you guys, is for you guys just to keep coming back. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Really, I don't want to have to be on the phone. Oh, are you going to be here? Or are you going to get here in time? Like, I don't want to have to do that. If I want to find somebody, I'm going to go out and find them. I'm going to be doing meet and greets all over, but you're not going to see me in a room. I'm going to be out within society. I need to get out there. I need to be out there and talk to people. And let me talk about this. So I come from a life of no travel. I've been in Sacramento, born in Merced, been in Sacramento most of my life. I've been in Nevada, Reno, Vegas a couple times. Arizona as a child, 12. I seen scorpions that glow in the dark. I've never really been anywhere. Since I've gotten with my fiance, I've been so many places that I can go to legally. You can, as a matter of fact, you could Google 50-mile radius beautiful places to visit, and it'll show you a bunch of beautiful places, just amazing waterfalls within distance that I legally could go to. But now I'm going to be able to go places. My first spot I'm hearing is Missouri. I can't wait. Like, my fiance says, like, it's going to be really cold, but you mean I could wear apple bottom fur and boots with the fur and apple bottom jeans and some fur coats, and I can just dress up like that? Like, oh my goodness, I would love to. Take me there. I still want to go out. I still want to travel. I still want to see everything that's beautiful in Missouri. So if anybody's in Missouri, let me know where to go, because that's where I'm going to be traveling when I get out there. I'm going to be going. It's not going to be forever either. My fiance does little bits, like 4 months here, 5 months here. So we're going to be traveling everywhere. I'm going to be going to Vegas. Yes, I'm going to be traveling to Vegas very soon because these projects are already getting into the making. My fiance is like actually the one doing them. I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to Monterey. I'm going to go to Missouri. So many different locations, and I'm going to be bringing all of you guys with me. I'll be doing live. So, okay, so I have 2 phones. One that I'm on right now. And that's my phone number I've been giving out to a lot of people. But then I have another phone line because I travel, so we use a lot of our Wi-Fi watching movies and stuff. So that one's pretty much for my movies. But I have another one. So I'm going to set YouTube up over here, Facebook up over here. I could do lives on both of them. And then I'm going to put my computer right here. So I'm going to have 3 things going at once. My YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook. I'm going to have them all going at once, and I'm going to be living. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. And as I say, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I know it's going to be relevant, and I know you guys need to hear it. And that's what I'm here for. I think I'm the first one that's characterized character traits. Like, I don't believe there is any statistics. Now, I found statistics in business. I've seen social media character traits in business. I've seen entrepreneur character traits in business. I've seen hustler character traits in business, and that's the labels that they label them. Like that you could get hired for being a social media person. You can get hired for being manual labor. You can get hired for anything, but there's a lot of stuff out there. As a matter of fact, on LinkedIn, I get all kinds of offers to do writing and all editing and all kinds of stuff just because I'm an author. Those of you who know me know that I am not an editor. I'm not even to say that I am an author. I am a storyteller. I'm the best storyteller you guys are going to see. So, yeah. Oh, and another thing. I've came up with 2 other book ideas that I'm going to be doing simultaneously and these are going to be years long, because it took me a year to even build my book. When I gave money the first time to Dorrance, it was a year before my book was ready for me to even get my first copy. And then it was like a promotion and all this stuff afterwards. So I now know that I have a lot of time. So I'm doing 2 books. These I think are of importance for right now because I could write a book about my abuse, but that's just going to be juice. I'll do that one much later, okay? That one's going to be for teenagers and kids to read, my abuse, how I, in my head, got out of that. I had counseling, by the way. But I will say that my books are going to be about generations and placement. We're going to talk a lot about those 2 things because I think those 2 things make character traits more. Okay, so what I mean by placement is how you are placed. Like for me, okay, I'll tell you me. So I have an older sister. She's 2.5 years older than me. And, first kids. My mom was her first kid. That was like the one that she made all the mistakes on, spoiled her too little bit too much, bought her too many things, realized this was better and cheaper. And then I was made, okay? So when my sister was born, she was spoiled. She was the first child, first grandchild, first everything, okay? So them all get spoiled the most. When I was made, my mom and my dad were fighting. Always, constantly. At that moment, you'd think character trait wise, my mom was planning on leaving him. My mom didn't want to be with him no more. And she was pregnant with me. So you think when they say when you're pregnant, you get all of what your mother gives you, just like a cat. Stray cats have stray kittens. A mother who is going through something emotionally, not feeling right, not feeling loved, what do you think the baby was feeling? So I think that has a lot to do with my character traits, which we'll get into definitely throughout this whole thing. And then my little sister. So when my mom had me, there was total separation. And then there became a divorce. I had a little sister. My mom got pregnant again 2.5 years again after I was born. So you think my first sibling was spoiled, and then I was born through panic and havoc and chaos. I was born through that, and I was born through a divorce. I was alive and witnessing a divorce, witnessing my mom upset, witnessing my dad upset, witnessing, that's all I witnessed was just pure, just sadness and just horribleness. And then my mom got married again and had a little girl, and that was their first kid. So it was once again fascinating because it was her first with her new husband. And so she was spoiled. Once again, another spoiled kid. So it was one spoiled kid, one neglected kid, me, and then my little sister. My mom at that point wanted boys. So after that, she had 2 boys. And so the thing goes on and on. And every one of them I could tell you about their placement, and why their character trait is like that is because of their placement in life. It's very important that you guys realize that, because your kids pay attention to everything. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of my paying attention that I did as a kid, I'm doing as an adult. And I will get you guys through the whole book that I'm creating to realize exactly what placement does to a person, okay? Next is generations. I'm doing a generational book. And I'll say, okay, so my older sister, through her generation, the boys were telling the girls they love them. And the girls were so falling for it because that's what they wanted, was that dream. Just to be with somebody and to love them, and for them to love them back, and for them to be a family and have kids. And so that's what the women in that generation was going through. And the men were just trying to get laid. So girls fell for it. Now, that's not everybody, but that was like a generalization of girls in my older sister's generation, which I'm 45. Then comes my generation. Because of my sister's generation, my generation said, oh my goodness, we need to bring back that 3-month rule that has been around forever, but my sister's generation got fooled into giving up their virginities or giving up themselves because of they wanted that love. Girls of my generation realized guys are just saying that to get laid. And so they made guys wait for 3 months. But the mistake of my generation was a lot of guys were having 1 and 2 and 3 different girlfriends on the side. So if you weren't giving it up to them, they didn't care because they were still getting it. And then came my little sister's generation. My little sister's generation got sick of the way things were going, and they were the ones that started. My little sister's generations was the one that started the what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And they started counting with hair follicles. My sister Renee, my older sister's generation, they were still counting on hands. 10 partners was too much. My generation, the girls are kind of like, yeah, we're kind of like getting close to this. Let's start counting with our toes. 20 in my generation was way too much. My sister's generation, they started the hair strands. So my sister's generation may have been this, just a little bit. They brought back the hippie free sex thing for a little bit, okay? They brought this back. So they were just a little bit of hair follicles. Now, the generation today is this. It is no longer normal for a musician, for a rapper, for a artist to have hundreds of sexual partners, because you know what? Now that's normal for anybody to have hundreds of sexual partners. It's absolutely normal. I just did my hair today too, so I'm implementing my hair because of that. So, okay. This is what my videos are supposed to be. This right here, to where I could get you guys really and just sit you down and just tell you what life is, what life is not. Some of y'all are walking around totally fucked up in the game. And that's another day to explain to you what that means. And usually I don't cuss, and I try and will not cuss, but that's like a cliche. That's like something that's said. And if you are real, you know what that is. Like they say, real recognizes real. Game recognizes game. Same way. That's what I want. I want to teach you guys all. I don't want there to be no secrets. I want to let you guys know everything. Those of you who want to know what funneling is, call me. I will tell you all that I learned. I won't tell you what she said. If you want to learn that, it's free. Just go and, I'll give you her name and you can go and look her up. But I want to tell you what I did, how I learned. As well as I'm learning what a lot of you girls are doing out there. Sugar babies, all that kind of stuff. I've been watching a few of you guys for a while, and some of you guys are really advertising moguls, but I'm realizing now y'all watch some funnel stuff and you guys got participated in that, and y'all are making a lot of money, and so it's not it's feasible for you guys to spend $500 just to get them to do everything for you, because there is packages out there that will do everything for you. You could use their funnels. You could use their templates. You could use everything. I like to create my own. So I watch these things to find out what I don't know or what I'm doing and label it that way. Like, I've been using funnels, but I didn't know what a funnel was until I watched this lady. I think, what is it? She's got a mastermind thing. God, I forgot. It's Queen something. I don't know. But anyways, I'll be talking to you guys about her later. I just need to get a little more information about her. She has an absolutely wonderful sounding voice too. But anyways, okay, so I've been on here for about 45 minutes. I'm going to now download this. And as I say, I'm going to be doing videos for a while. I will not be doing lives until I know what I'm doing. And I need to create what my YouTube page looks like. Like, there's a whole backdrop, and I have thousands of pictures to choose from. I could even create something myself on Canva, which I love Canva. Those of you who want to do like posts that look amazing, look up Canva. Canva, like canvas but without the S. Look it up. You guys will really like it. I don't pay for nothing. So I use everything free, and they have enough stuff on there for you guys to do some amazing work for free. You don't need to pay for it. If you want to pay for it, pay for it. I'm paying for too much stuff to just pay for everything. So that's why I'm starting to realize, like, I'm trying to brand myself, and I'm trying to brand character traits. And that I am doing because my book is in the Library of Congress. I branded character traits. So maybe not now, but eventually, when character traits do come out full force, they're going to say, there was a lady back in 2017 that wrote a book, Emotional Hustler. Let's get her on the show to talk to her. And I'll be like, I'm available. Yes, I am. So, yeah. So everybody tune in. I have to say this. Everybody subscribe to my channel. That is how I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers. So I found out the secrets to getting paid through YouTube. And if you want to know the secrets, I'll tell you. But follow me. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification button, because what I'm learning is if you hit the notification button, anytime I come on, it's going to inform you that I'm going live. So you can watch it. Or tune in for a few minutes. If you don't like what I'm saying, get right off. I'm going to stay topic to topic. Like, if I'm talking about something in the first 5 minutes, I'm going to try and stay talking about that for the next hour. So if you don't like it in the first 5 minutes, then just get off. Because if it's not for you, don't listen. I'm going to try and be on every day. Like, I see all these people on YouTube and just everything that they're on it every day. They're doing a video every day about whatever. I can do that. I have enough to tell all of you guys about character traits. I have enough to talk about human behavior. I'm going to turn my comments on. As I say, I'm going to be reading off some of the stuff I'm reading too. I really would like to answer any of your guys' questions that you guys may have. Anything about my life, anything that I've been through. Maybe you yourself are going through it and you want to know how I found my way out of it because you haven't found the way out of it. Maybe I haven't found my way out of it yet, but you're going to find out if you ask me about it. But yeah, so that's my time, people, and stay tuned. We're going to start this Monday. So I'm not going to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm actually going to do every day. So yeah, it's a little more content, but I'm doing it at my time, my convenience, when I want to do it, when I want to get my makeup on. Like, okay, I didn't put makeup on today, but hey, I got my hair done. I got my eyebrows done. So I was like, okay, that's fine. That's enough. You guys will see me all done up next Monday. So Monday I will be on. Just click your notifications button. That's what y'all need to do. Just click notify and you'll know every time I go on. And as I say, listen or don't. But I guarantee some of the stuff I'm talking about y'all are going to want to listen to. So you might want to pay attention to each topic just to see if it's even relevant to your life. Because character traits are going to be relevant in your life. Everything I talk to you guys about, I bet you all got an uncle. I bet you got a family member. I bet you had a boyfriend. I bet you have a sister. I bet you know a best friend that's just like that. And I'm going to give you answers. If you want to know how to tame that, if you want to know what works best with that character trait, get my book, read it, or tune in. That's what you got to do. Goodbye, guys.